another sign of internal campaign strife. Donald Trump today announced his third campaign chief in as many months. Campaign manager Corey Lewandowski, of course, led Mr. Trump through the primaries, but Lewandowski was fired in June. Power was fully and officially given then to campaign chairman Paul Manafort. But today, the Trump campaign announced that Manafort would be pushed to the side to a degree to make way for the executive chairman of the far-right website Breitbart News, Stephen Bannon. Bannon will be the campaign's new CEO. In a statement released before the sun rose here in Washington at 5:38 a.m., the Republican nominee announced the new position for Bannon, as well as the promotion of Kellyanne Conway to campaign manager. Paul Manafort will remain on as chief strategist. Now, in a statement just minutes ago, Breitbart, which has been a pro-Trump website for some time, Breitbart claimed more than 1 billion page views so far this year. That's an impressive number, but I suppose the question for those who want Trump to win is how many of those page views were by soccer moms in the Philadelphia suburbs or country club Republicans in Cincinnati? How many were by Cuban Americans in Miami-Dade County or right-leaning college-educated whites in Florida's I-4 corridor? Because the fact that Breitbart and Trump have loyal, passionate followers, that is not in dispute. The question is, which candidate can expand his or her base to win? And who can help the candidate do that? A source tells CNN that while Trump still thinks he has a chance to win, he knows he's losing right now. And if he's going to go down, he wants a team around him that will, quote, let Trump be Trump. CNN's Jason Carroll is live outside Trump Tower in New York. And Jason, when shakeups like this happen, especially so late in the campaign, as with John Kerry in 2004, it's generally not interpreted as a good sign.
Right, you're right, generally, and normally it would not be a good sign, but I think we can both agree that this has not been a normal campaign. We're dealing with an unconventional type of candidate, and so in some respects, Jake, all bets are off here. They might be off, with the exception of one. Going forward, you can bet that Donald Trump is going to run his campaign his way.
I am who I am. It's me. I don't want to change. Everyone talks about, oh, well, you're going to pivot. I don't want to pivot. I mean, you have to be you.
And with a major shakeup in his campaign, Donald Trump now seems less likely to pivot away from the brash style that has defined him so far.
I think what he doesn't like is people telling him exactly what to say and how to do and how to look. Maybe that's Hillary Clinton's game. You know, what did the focus group say?
Kellyanne Conway is now campaign manager, but all the buzz is about media flamethrower Steve Bannon, the executive chairman of Breitbart News, and now the campaign chief executive. Bannon, who Bloomberg Businessweek dubbed the most dangerous political operative in America. Both will work alongside controversial political consultant Roger Stone, also advising Trump, though the campaign denies it, former Fox News chief Roger Ailes. In short, an aggressive mix of operatives. So, why shake things up with less than 3 months to Election Day, in part lagging poll numbers in key battleground states? Trump's former campaign manager, whose strategy during the primaries was to simply just let Trump be Trump, says the campaign needs to let their candidate unleash more on Hillary Clinton in his own way.
I think there are missed opportunities from the campaign over the last 2 to 3 weeks that have not had the Trump campaign responding directly to the mistakes that the Clinton campaign has been making.
Campaign chair Paul Manafort stepped in when Lewandowski was let go. And while sources say Trump's relationship with Manafort has soured over recent weeks, the campaign announcing today he will stay on as campaign chairman. Trump saying in a statement he's committed to doing whatever it takes to win this election. And that could mean resisting efforts by some in his camp to make him more presidential. Meanwhile, today Trump receiving his first classified intelligence briefing in New York. That too creating headlines after Trump questioned the credibility of what he was going to be briefed on ahead of the meeting.
Do you trust intelligence?
Not so much from the people that have been doing it for our country. I mean, look what's happened over the last 10 years. Look what's happened over the years. I mean, it's been catastrophic. And in fact, I won't use some of the people that are sort of your standards.
And the Trump campaign moving on with other business, Jake. They held a national security roundtable right here at Trump Tower. Some of Trump's advisors were here, Paul Manafort, Chris Christie, Ivanka Trump here as well. So that took place earlier this afternoon. Meanwhile, Trump, though, now has moved to downtown Manhattan at Federal Plaza for that security briefing, that classified briefing, which is now just about to get underway. Jake?
All right, Jason Carroll in New York with the Trump campaign. Thank you so much.